It's time for the obligatory, oh my god, Yugioh's dying video! No, that's not the case whatsoever. I wanted to do a process video of how have things gotten to this point. This format was good until Danger FTK attacked. That's what happens when you have flawed card design and things like that. So we're going to do a nice little exploration video of how did we get here and how do we fix this situation. Yikes. Alright, so we're on the pinnacle of an FTK format, and Phoenix Flare did a very fantastic video about talking about card design of the dangers and how they're going to shit on future card design in Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, this is a very good topic, actually. So, we're going to start here. Danger card design and previous card design. When we looked at the danger monsters initially, we saw that, oh shit, monsters, withdrawal effects. This gon' be good. We've looked at previous iterations of card effects. Noble Knights, equips no good unless they're named as Solde. You have to make effects that are so good that you want everybody to play them. And then things like BA that are still relevant. And then you have things like the danger monsters. And when you have speed and broken FTK decks all in one format, of course people are going to use these cards to kind of degenerate things. Now, if we've learned anything from Yu-Gi-Oh!, we know that draw effects that are generic are broken. And we're also going to add into the equation discard clauses. Anytime that Dark World comes back, Dark World's as much of a culprit for OTKs as Infernity is. Like, originally, Dark World's old intentions from way back in the day, like, so degenerate. But here we are, once again, ladies and gentlemen, that broken, flawed card design, drawing, discarding, all under one roof for card mechanics. This goes to show that, one, this is a sped up version. Future card design always needs to include some sort of draw effect. Effects that need to be self-replacing and you need to be able to draw. Once again, that self-replacement clause is very, very, very crucial in cards that generate advantage. Or, in the case of these guys, you put all of that underneath one roof and give them some additional effects as well. Future archetypes of Yu-Gi-Oh! You guys kind of saw where things in the past went. Like, Firewall were very good, but it took the OCG to design the last missing card and give them double helix. You know, you look at Subterror, you see Guru, you know, it's always that last missing piece. I'm afraid to see what they're going to give to Danger. But this, had we not had the Danger stuff, I don't know if the FTK would have been this bad. Kind of thinking about it. But draw power-esque effects, ladies and gentlemen. Like, gotta give it up to the Danger for breaking our game. Like, I could do without the Danger monsters at this point, but I mean, progress is progress. Now, the next one was very interesting to me, actually, and it's the fact that the TCG did not listen to the OCG and touch Cannon Soldier. Now, I don't know what was going through the mentality of the TCG ban list makers. I don't know if they're trying to continue on with the trend of we're not going to hit problems until they become problems. But I know the TCG looks at the OCG's ban list. I know they know why certain things are on that list. You can't work in R&D and not understand why the OCG is making a decision on their list. All right, we get that. But did they just not expect the TCG to explore these potential OTKs? Or did we end up, once again, back to Dangers? Like, because we made the Danger archetype, was the TCG like, oh, no, they won't discover this FTK, or there won't be an FTK issue here because they don't have enough draw power. And then our new TCG exclusive archetype, aka Dangers, roll out here. Then we find ourselves in the same situation. The fact that we did not touch any of the burn cards, the Cannon Soldiers, Amazonas, led us into the situation that we are now. And I just don't know if that was just underestimating things, or if the pacifistic approach that we've been taking of just hitting future problems before they come out has finally caught up to us. It's nice to see that Konami America is not touching certain cards. That's good. But because we're exploring these venues now and we're finding these cards to be broken, thus we are then getting them banned. That works, but man, we could have prevented this entire format had we just banned Cannon Soldier instead of hitting A Assault Core. You knew about the loop. You told us you knew about the loop. But man, you didn't think we were going to go this far, did you? Now, some say the answer is as simple as just doing something to Firewall. Now, I have a really weird feeling that we just might have gotten unlucky with Firewall here. Firewall did not have a reprint up until the point of Mega Pack. And Firewall's got what? An alternate art in Japan, 2 alternate arts in Japan, and to top things off, it's a show card. Now, I've heard infinite arguments for everything. I've heard that, oh, it's a main character card, we can't sell. Of course we can't do anything to a main character card. Hello? I like to sell my product. If little Timmy over here is watching Yu-Gi-Oh! On Saturday mornings, hear me out here, and he sees Firewall Dragon, he's going to go out to Walmart, try to buy some booster packs to pull a Firewall Dragon. Nobody gives a shit what the hell the competitive player is doing, alright? Our money that we contribute to the game is a small fraction as opposed to what little Timmy's doing. Kids that are inspired by the TV shows, these are the kids that are buying more product than we are. You'd be surprised. You know, one store owner buys 14 cases, 17 Timmys buying, X packs, or like 100 Timmys buying 5 packs. It adds up. You'd be surprised. The casual parent out there is very, very much wanting to make their kid happy, and if kid wants Yu-Gi-Oh cards, kids don't get Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Like, it's just the way it works. But the reasoning behind Firewall, simply eradicating it would have also fixed the situation. But I don't know, do they have the means to errata Firewall? I feel like that was an OCG only action that needs to be initiated. I don't think we've ever seen that so much on the TCG side. So take note here, alright, that because Firewall is that main character card, because Firewall is what Firewall is, he just needs to get outright banned and removed from the game. But we gotta milk it a little bit more. We gotta get a few more reprints. We gotta make sure those Christmas salaries are paid for. I'm gonna just be honest here. Like, the notion in so many of these urban legends going around for Firewall is ridiculous. But we're going to keep dancing around the subject of Firewall. And these problems are probably going to still remain even if we do touch or don't do anything to Firewall. Like, banning Cannon Soldier, at least, Goki and things like that, you can smile a little bit at the end of the day. Now, the next one, the format, we have more than just the danger design problem here. The other issue right now is Gumbar. I've talked about this. Gumbar is going to die in a horrible fire somewhere. Alright, nobody cares about Gumbar at this point. And this is the sad part. The FDK has now moved up above the list of problems in the current format. First off, we were looking at Gumbar, we're like, oh no, Gumbar's such an issue. -4 cards from your opponent's hand. At least you can take a turn. Alright, it doesn't matter how shitty it is. You get 2 cards. You can attempt to play. Alright, it's not impossible. But now, because people are dying turn 1 before they can even play the game, interest is down, and we need to fix that. So, yeah, cool, Gumbaring for 4 is fucking fantastic, but, we gotta first fix the game so you can get a turn. You know what I mean? Like, if we can't get to that point, then there's no real point. So, yes, Gumbar is a problem. Yes, we know about Gumbar, but here is Danger FTK, down here is where Gumbar is. Somewhere down here, Summon Sorceress is. It leads me to my next point. Haha. Fucking Summon Sorceress. So, Summon Sorceress is going to get banned at some point. We will eventually follow suit with the TCG. My Sharingan tells me so. I have a very strange feeling that we'll probably see this card disappear in March. Having a monster that can summon any other monster of the same type from your deck. Whew! Good idea. But it's a promo card. Thanks, guys. card design at its best, ladies and gentlemen. But Summon Sorceress is contributing to these factors for things. But I can live with Summon Sorceress if I can get rid of Gumbar in this Danger FTK much sooner. Somebody's also going to be like, well, Robbie, if up here is Danger FTK, right here is Gumbar, and then right here is Summon Sorceress, where do you put Firewall? Honestly, down here is where I put Firewall. I think Firewall, in terms of the grand scheme of things, is lower than Summon Sorceress on the list, because as we're knocking out these potential things, Firewall is losing his effectiveness until the next degraded deck comes along. And we'll see that eventually, but there's a hierarchy here that needs to be answered as we're going down and hitting these things. It's just, we're so far away at this point from Firewall. Yes, I understand you can just kill Firewall, kill everything, but these issues are arising. Cannon Soldier, the monster generators, the FTK generators need to go. Next up, you got to do something about Gumbar. Next up, we'll look at Summon Sorceress. It'll be about February, March by the time we start to look at these. We'll take care of it then, and then we can come back to Firewall. That's just my 2 cents. That hierarchy is literally how we've gotten to the point that we've gotten. Like, we're just throwing fucking sand on the fire. We're like, fucking keep on going. We can dig ourselves deeper. I'll be shocked if we can't dig ourselves one step further into this hole. Underneath Firewall, there are problems. They are called Goki. They are called the current metagame. They are called Sky Striker. But removing these decks from the equation just fixes these situations. That's all I got for this video. Please leave a comment down below. Do you guys agree with my hierarchy of problems that we need to fix? Obviously, we need to fix them all. Alright, I understand this. But will it happen? That's to be seen for another day. Peace out. The ride never, well, truly ends. Thank you, patrons. Without you guys, I don't know what I'd be wearing in these videos. I might be a Truffle Shuffle incident all over again. Guys, please also check out Vanquil40 for some awesome Vanguard content. Some other interesting stuff you might find up here on the left or in the description as well. Thanks for watching.